everybody. Dr. Ireifej here from VetTriage. We are taking a bit of a deviation from our typical journal review. We're going to go through this awesome Canvas Rebel article. I'm completely honored to be on their website, so thank you so much for Canvas Rebel. I've done interviews there before, and I'll go through it here with you guys. Let me go here. All right. So there's my face. Yikes. So, exploring life and business with Shadi Ireifej of VetTriage. Today, we'd like to introduce you Shadi Ireifej. Hi, Shadi. It's an honor to have you on the platform. Thanks for taking the time to share your story with us. And to start, maybe you can share some of your backstory. I was born in Yonkers, New York. As a first-generation son of immigrants from the Middle East. My mom is from Lebanon. My dad's from Jordan. They taught me the most vital of values imperative to a child trying to figure this world out. I learned diligence, dedication, and common sense from my parents. Throughout my educational pathway, I developed a love for science and learning about the natural world around us. In high school, I was most inspired by my biology teachers who heightened my interest in this field, prompting me to decide on a career focused on science. Displaying a love of animals, genetics, and biology, my mother encouraged me to apply for a position at a local veterinary clinic. I was inspired to pursue veterinary medicine thanks to a doctor who performed surgeries at that clinic once a week. And keep in mind, I had no idea what a veterinarian even was. I didn't realize they had medicine for animals. I was actually thinking about maybe medical doctor before my mom introduced this idea to me. He would allow me the opportunity to practice suturing and helping in the operating room. I devoted a large part of my undergraduate experience to my studies so that I could be a formidable candidate for veterinary school. During my second attempt at applying to veterinary college, I was accepted by Cornell University. This was an incredible honor as Cornell is considered the #1 vet school. Yeah, it is. Go Cornell! Class of '06. It was during my veterinary educational career that I found a love for surgery and was made aware of the opportunity for veterinarians to specialize in a specific field in the veterinary space. I didn't know even that veterinarians could even specialize. When I was working at the local clinic in town, before I got into vet school, I thought that as a veterinarian you had to provide the role of a general practice, so vaccines and puppy and kitten visits, and largely those things were kind of boring until I realized you could do surgery, which is why that Dr. Mike, who would go to the clinic once a week, inspired me to pursue veterinary medicine. Had I not met him and not experienced surgery, I'm not sure I would have pursued all this. Then to find out that in vet school you could actually specialize in surgery, I was like, yeah, sign me up. I decided to pursue a specialization in small animal surgery. After completing 3 one-year internships upon graduating from Cornell, I landed at a highly sought-after residency for small animal surgery. After 3 years and a third attempt at passing the surgery board exam, I officially became board certified in small animal surgery. During this time, I was developing the basis of what would become VetTriage alongside one of my good friends. After deciding that clinical practice was no longer enjoyable for me, we launched the first ever veterinary telehealth company in 2019. So obviously I graduated in 2006, so I was a veterinarian for quite a while before deciding, I'm not really into this anymore, and I have this great idea behind in the back of my mind anyway that I've been developing over time, so why not launch that? And so the time that I took in clinical practice was phenomenal. I did everything that I wanted to do, did all the surgeries that I could do, and it felt like the right time to switch gears a bit into VetTriage. Since launching VetTriage, we continue to be the only veterinary telehealth platform that offers live video consults with doctors of veterinary medicine, offers services on a global scale for Spanish-speaking pet owners, equine pet owners, and telementoring and teleconsulting services 24/7, 365. We have cared for 50 different animal types, helped pet owners from over 20 different countries, and have serviced almost 200,000 pet owners within the 5 years of our existence. We all face challenges, but looking back, would you describe it as a relatively smooth road? Every aspect of my path forward has encountered obstacles along the way. During first or second grade, I was told by my teacher that I would not amount to anything because I was unable to write non-cursive letters to fit the solid and dotted lines on a notebook page. Shout out to School 9 in Yonkers. School 9. During my middle school and high school time, I realized that many students in my honors classes displayed intellectual prowess that exceeded my own. I had to work very hard on my undergraduate career in order to achieve a grade point average. that would be considered acceptable for veterinary school. I had to apply twice to get into veterinary school. Once I entered veterinary school, I realized how intelligent and studious my classmates were as I struggled through the courses during the first 2 to 3 years in veterinary school. Attempting to be accepted into residency also carries with it an immense amount of competition, which is why I had to complete 3 internships in order to achieve this. That then surgical boards are required in order to receive your certification, and they're very challenging, requiring 3 attempts in order for me to pass them. For my residency onwards, I practiced in numerous veterinary hospitals and struggled to find a facility that I felt content in dedicating myself to. Boy, lots of errors in this document. I'll have to email them and let them know. And finally, all the expected and typical challenges that one faces when launching their own company, especially a company as novel as VetTriage, I experienced and continue to experience today. Some of the struggles include, but are not limited to, work-life balance, managing a large staff, continuously promoting the company, and trying to find the balance between reinvesting the company while also providing quality of life for myself. And I don't think any of this, this whole paragraph of vomiting complaints is not unique to me. Anybody who's going to achieve something difficult is going to run into these challenges. So this is not unique to me, but I hopefully folks who read this can realize that when they hit these various challenges or hit walls or setbacks or failures, that they realize they can still fight through them, overcome them, and then continue to pursue what they're trying to pursue. Thanks. So what else should our readers know about VetTriage? VetTriage was the first veterinary telehealth platform to exist. We are a 24/7, 365 video platform where pet owners can speak to veterinarians immediately on live video. It is a web-based platform, agnostic to any device. No app is required. Upon creating an account and paying the fee, the pet owner will be connected to our veterinarians in under a minute. From day one, we have serviced any animal type and helped concerned owners from all around the world. The platform has 3 goals. The first is to spearhead the movement in telehealth. The second is to provide access to veterinary care to any and all pet owners across the globe. And the third is to partner with facilities in order to support them by offering triage services with our platform. All these features set us apart by a large scale in comparison to other veterinary telehealth platforms. What we are most proud of, perhaps, is that we've never sacrificed what we consider the gold standard care for virtual veterinary medicine in order to benefit for short-term gain. We have stayed true to our underlying roots and our 3 goals since the beginning, not aiming to compete with veterinary brick-and-mortar facilities, but to complement them and what they are trying to achieve when finding that balance between assisting clients and pets to the best of their ability without sacrificing their own quality of life as veterinary professionals. We want our readers who own pets to think of us as their first step when experiencing a pet concern in order to better be directed to the next steps. With those readers who are in the veterinary field who want to partner with your facility and formulate a method that is unique to your hospital, clinic, shelter, university, and organization so that we can tackle any struggles you are facing. In fact, we have serviced almost 200,000 concerned pet owners in under 5 years, and we are now partnered with approximately 1,000 groups across the world. And then finally, where do you see things going in the next 5 to 10 years? Veterinary telehealth will eventually become common knowledge for any pet owner. Virtual care will expand into fields such as telerobotics and telesurgery, augmented reality, virtual reality, telediagnostics and telemonitoring, and so much more. There will be an increasing push for pet owners to be able to monitor their own pets at home so that diseases and trauma can be identified earlier than ever before. And through that diagnostic access, pet owners will be able to access veterinarians at the push of a button through VetTriage. We are also already seeing a shift when it comes to virtual work. Many veterinarians and technicians are seeking positions that are virtual in nature. Finally, the veterinary academic world will undergo major changes to not only continue to educate their students of virtual work, virtual care, work-life balance, business management, and so much more, but also discover and adopt methods to increase veterinary class size, promote virtual education experiences, and support veterinary students beyond the time that they graduate. And so here's my contact information, website, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or X, YouTube, and and then some pictures of me. So yeah, I mean, that's just a quick overview on the madness behind me and what we're trying to achieve here. Hopefully those who have read this will find it inspiring, and I'll leave the link in the description below. I guess I might as well tell you what these pictures are. That might be fun for those who care. So this is at a clinic in Silicon Valley. and I obviously was taking care of kittens for a first time exam, and so I was being silly. Plus, I hadn't shaved my face for a while, so I figured in my mind they kind of blended into my face with the fur. Not quite that the case, but anyway. And then this is in a hospital in Los Angeles. I can't remember what this dog had, but you can see obviously he's disgruntled, and so that was funny to me to hug him and smile. Meanwhile, he's like pissed off that I'm even touching him, and he's at the hospital. I think this one, I think this is also in Silicon Valley as well. I don't remember. No, this is actually in Las Vegas here. This is actually in Hearts Alive Village, which is a rescue that opened up a clinic. And so another puppy exam there. So I'm hanging out with all of them, trying to fit them in my big hands. This is with the Blend Vet group. My classmate and friend, Dr. Nicole Bruno, who runs this organization that helps middle school kids, high school kids, elementary school with being exposed to different aspects of veterinary medicine. So I'm in charge of the surgical part. So I have them drilling fake bones. This is the Los Angeles news station when the fires occurred. This I was on live news TV maybe just like a month or two ago, and they flew us out there last minute, and I was able to do a almost 5-minute segment on VetTriage and how we're helping folks who are impacted by the fires. That was an awesome experience. I've done lots of live events, never before live for news in their actual studio. So that was pretty cool. So thank you to them for having me on. This is the Cornell Hackathon every year that I go to. I missed this past year in 2025 to go to LA because this was urgent, so I had to decide last minute to skip out on Cornell. But anyway, we sponsor this event at Cornell where all the students get together, and they have less than 3 days to create a business plan and present it for cash prizes, the top 3. And some of these folks actually take their ideas to market, and their goal is to solve a problem in the animal health industry. That's the idea there. This is me and my father at the gym in upstate New York, and so this is showing that he is on the wall at the gym. Look at that, just a generation of winners. What are you gonna do? This is the Lucy Pet Foundation, who actually, Lindsay up here, there she is, Lucy Pet Foundation. They do free spay-neuters and free vaccine clinics, and so this is us on the spay-neuter bus with a dog who's about to be neutered. And the reason why I was sad is the caption that I had on my social media is, one of us is going to get neutered today. And so it's funny because, it could be me or it could be the dog. Anyway, that's us on the bus waiting for surgeries to begin. So yeah, thanks for everybody who watched and support this. Appreciate it. And we'll leave it on my dad. There he is. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Take care.